Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the fifth part of the biodiversity chapter is about India is a mega biodiversity nation. Why we need to say India is a mega biodiversity nation? What are the reasons for that? Okay. So India, as you know, all the geographical conditions, climatic conditions are different um, from other countries. Okay, so India is having a lot of geological differences and climatic differences. Because of this reason, there are a lot of species variation either in the plants and animals occur in the particular area. So, because of all the reason, we are saying India is a mega biodiversity nation. Okay, mega diversity countries are a group of countries that are home to a wide variety of plants and animal species. This category includes countries that have an extremely rich biodiversity. What do you mean by rich biodiversity? Rich means maximum number, lot of number. Okay, variety, number of variety species which are present in the particular area. Okay, India is one of the fourth mega biodiversity nation of Asia. It has rich biodiversity and possesses all the natural resources required for the substance of every kind of living organisms. Okay. In addition to that vast diversity of animals, our country is extremely rich in cultural diversity and climatic diversity. Okay, so why we are saying that India as a mega biodiversity nation? Why? That means the reasons are as follows. Okay, so it is having endemism, species endemism. The next reason is center of origin. The next reason is geographical diversity. The next reason is marine diversity, and the next reason is climatic diversity. So because of all these five reasons, we are saying India is a mega biodiversity nation. Let us go through the particular reasons. Okay, what is endemism? What is center of origin? Geographical diversity, marine diversity, climatic diversity. All we'll know in this subject. Okay, so all of you know about the India map. So this is the geological structure of India, and we can see this is the land. It is covered with sea. Sea. There are two seas. One is Bay of Bengal, and another one is Arabian Sea. And one side we can see the Indian Ocean. Okay, so three parts of the India is covered with the seas. Okay, and the next part that is north side, it is covered with a lot of hilly region. Okay, so this is the this like geological condition of the India. Okay, you know, all of you know that. Okay, so different climatic conditions. Okay, so different climatic conditions means, see here, endemism. Endemism means species which are restricted to only a particular area. That means if you see um, kangaroos, kangaroos are only restricted to Australia. That means we cannot see the kangaroo species other than Australia. Why? That means Australia continent is different. Okay, that is a kind of a island, big island. So naturally, the animal cannot travel all through the water. So because of that reason, maybe the kangaroo species are restricted to that particular country. Okay, continent. Okay, so like that, so many other species are there um, which are restricted to only a particular areas. Okay, because maybe because of climatic conditions or geological conditions or whatever. Okay, so this is called as species endemism. India shows a good number of endemic species. Lot of species are there in India. So some of the species are restrictedly particular to this Indian region. Okay, so the next one is Center of origin. Center of origin means the nativity. The nativity means so many species are native to this Indian origin. Okay, Indian area. Okay, so a large number of species are known to have originated in India. Nearly 5,000 species of flowering plants had their origin in India. Okay, so 166 species of crop plants and 320 species of wild varieties of cultivated crops, thereby providing a broad spectrum of diversity of traits for our crops. Okay, so center of origin is like, for example, if you take rice and sandalwood. Okay, sandalwood is originated in India. So like that, even Indian lion, Royal White Bengal tiger, all these species are particularly from India. Okay, so the species are from India. That means nativity of the species are from India. Okay, so this is called as center of origin. And the next one is geographical diversity. India is having vast geographical region. It comprises of Himalayan region, Ganges plains, desert, and Deccan plateau, and three sides of coastal area. Okay, lot of forest cover is there. Okay, so all these are different geographical diversity which India is having. So because of that geographical diversity also, the presence of species are occur. Okay, so the next one is marine diversity. Okay, so already I discussed, I have told you about the coastal region. So especially in India, um, the coastal region starts from um, West Bengal to Gujarat. Okay, starts from West Bengal and ends with Gujarat area. Okay, so this much long coastline is there for our Indian subcontinent. Okay, so along the 7,500 kilometers long coastline of our country, in the mangroves, estuaries, coral reefs, backwater, etc., there exists a rich biodiversity, more than 340 species. 340 species. Coral reefs are from here. The marine diversity is rich in molluscs, crabs, etc. A large proportion of the Indian biodiversity is still unexplored. Still, we need to explore many species. Okay, there are about 93 major wetlands, coral reefs, and mangroves which are need to study in detail. Okay, the last point which we need to discuss about the topic is climatic diversity. Okay, so in India, different climatic conditions we can see. Okay, so coastlines we are having generally we'll have the humid conditions and center of India, Deccan Peninsula is there. There we can find some different kind of climatic conditions and in hilly regions, the eastern hilly regions and the western hilly regions, Western Ghats, we can find some other climatic conditions. If you go to north part of India, we can find some desert conditions. Okay, semi-arid condition is there, and if you take Himalayan region, a completely different climatic condition exists over there in that particular area, and cold deserts even also exist in that particular area, like Ladakh region. Okay, so these many different types of climatic conditions are there. Because of this reason, also so many different species where they are existing in this particular Indian subcontinent. Okay, so this is all about the like we can say that India is a mega biodiversity nation. Okay, so